Hi everyone, our journal page today, and I'm going wild with intuitive page. I don't know what is going to be, don't know if there will be a focal point. I just want to create something and I'm in a mood for bright, happy colors, so I picked all kinds here. I've got some citrus green, some dark violet, and what's this? Neon red, turquoise, magenta, and I've got white. And this is going to be easiest and simplest, going back to basics. You don't need anything special. Pick whatever paint you want, any colors that you want. I'm only going to use all kinds of circles from found objects that I have, all kinds of lids and to make circles. I'm going to also use a baby wipe to smear some of the paint. You don't have to, optional. You can use your fingers, you can use brushes, you can use a sponge, whatever you want. So very, very simple. I'm going to start with white. I want to create kind of a resist in the background, and I know you won't be able to see it white on white, but nonetheless I want to show you what I'm doing. And I'm just picking one. Let's see, what size of circle do I want? Okay, I'm going to use this one, and I can just put paint like this with my finger, or I can just put the lid here inside the paint. Just do whatever feels natural to you. And I'm just going to do this, and also at the same place just turn it over, so I will have it at the same place several, so it won't be something very precise. I'm going for loose. And again, this is completely and utterly up to you. If you've got gesso, it's also something that you can use. It will dry quicker, and probably you will have more texture from it in the background. So another thing that you can use. But as I said, I want to do it with basic stuff that everyone has, and to see where it gets me. You don't need stencils, you don't need stamps, just paint and whatever you've got at home. Here we go. Whatever paint I still got, I'm just putting it here. I don't care. And I want more circles. I'm, as I said, in a mood, and today's mood is bright colors and some circles. Don't know how much of it will show through, but doesn't matter. Of course, I need for this to dry completely before I'm doing anything, but that's okay. Let's do one here. I hope you can see some of it. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'm thinking if I want more white circles in the back, maybe smaller ones. I've got the eraser on this pencil that I only use when I want to do dots. As you can see, I've never used the pencil otherwise, just making dots with the eraser. All kinds of found objects to create I'm going wild with the dots and the circles. I'm also very generous with the paint, and it creates a little bit of a texture on the page. And as I mentioned, if you are going to use gesso, you will even get more of a resist and also more texture in the back. Up to you. And yeah, let's do some here. Okay, going wild. No reason, no planning going into it. I'm just having fun with it, and whatever will be will be. Yeah, just put dots wherever you want to, or whatever you like. It doesn't even have to be dots and circles. Okay, so I've finished with this first layer of the resist. I'm going to let this dry and then we'll continue. I'll be back. Okay, so this seems mostly dry and I'm going to start just smearing paint. I'm starting with this purple and just with the baby wipe, and I'm adding as I go. When I feel it's okay, I'm moving on. Again, no planning is going into this. I'm just having fun. I can use my fingers, I can use the baby wipe, whatever I feel like. And the baby wipe, as you can see, isn't even clean. I'm just using the same area, and whatever goes goes. Now I'm changing to another area just so I can do the other colors. Let's bring in a little bit of the magenta. I'm also overlapping. I'm just having fun with it. That's it. Having fun. I don't have any other reasoning behind what I'm doing. And because I'm using the baby wipe, it makes for a translucent layer. So there is overlapping, there is in between shades, which I like, and whatever will happen. I'm not sure now that I want to use the citrus green. I quite like what's going on here, so really not sure about it. And because it's translucent, I'm just going in and doing more layers and more in between until I'm satisfied with the outcome. I think I need to change the placement on the baby wipe. Just add a little bit more here. Just an area on the page that has more light. That's it. But otherwise I really don't care. I think I need more of the turquoise. A little bit here. Let's see. Yeah, I think maybe a little bit more of the purple. Yeah, just to darken some areas, especially around the edges. And mixing, blending, whatever. I think I need more of this neon red here. And probably a new baby wipe. Let's see. Okay, another baby wipe. Yeah, just a little bit more. Yeah, no reasoning other than having a spot that has more light. Yeah, okay, so I like it. Now more circling. Let's see, more circles, and maybe you know what, let's try just too much paint, but that's okay. Whatever will be, will be. Yeah. Once again, nothing needs to be perfect, but if you want to, go for it. I've got some splatter of this citrus green, and I quite like it, so maybe add some splatter all around. I'm taking a fan brush and adding some splatter. Yep. Okay, what else? So more circles, something. What do I want? I want something smaller. A piece of a board game. Okay, so that's nice, really like it. And let's see, just spreading all kinds of circles. Ooh, I like it. I'm not going over everything, just where I feel like it. And let's see, some here. The things we can do with just plain stuff and paint. Isn't it great? Yeah, I really like it. Okay, and I'm just using the rest of the paint that I've got here. Let's see. Now I'm just spreading randomly. Overlapping. You can treat it like it's a masterboard. Just do whatever you want. Have fun at it. That's the most important thing. Have fun. Create something out of nothing. Don't stress about it. Whatever will be, will be. I think I need to introduce some white here. And also maybe splatter of white. I think. So, once again, fan brush. You can do it with regular brush, but it's better with a fan brush. The white is almost completely dry, so I'm adding water also to aid the splattering. Oh yeah, and now some white. Now I'm going completely circles and dots. You can introduce any kind of other element you want. It doesn't have to stay with circles. So completely up to you. I can do lines, I can do triangles for all that. Really up to you. And let's see. I feel like this green just disappears here, and so I'm going with white around it. Just found a cap that will circle it. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm going to let this dry because I'm not sure I want to add something more. And while it's drying, I'm going to figure out if I want to do something more to it, if I want to add focal point. We'll see. So I'll be back. Okay, so everything I hope is dry completely because I don't want to ruin any markers, and I'm known to ruin markers on wet paint. I've got a simple permanent marker. This one's from the cheap store for CDs and DVDs. I don't know who is still using DVDs or CDs, but that's great for me. This kind of markers, they have dual tip, and I want to do some kind of a branch with leaves because I like it. That's my go-to. I really like doing it, and I'm doing it quite freehand. You can take anything. You can cut out from a magazine something. You can if you've got stencils, then of course you can use stencils. So, and you can leave the page as is. I really like this page. It doesn't have to be with a focal point, but as I said, that's just something that I really like to do, so I'm going for it. Sometimes I like to plan, sometimes I just do it, as you can see, as I go. When planning, I will usually do it first on tracing paper because it's translucent and I can see where everything goes. Otherwise, I just do it like this. And it doesn't have to be this kind of focal point. It can be anything. And right now I'm just doing The leaves, I want to do some, I think, some doodling inside, and maybe add some white. Yeah. Okay, maybe continue with some circles. Yeah, maybe. I'm doing some circles here, and I'm just putting black around the circles, and I'm thinking to go in with white where I've put the circles. Not sure yet, so just adding the circles and then putting black around them. Very simple, and again, this is so optional, so up to you. Don't have to do it. And this is going to take me some time, so I'm going to continue off camera and I'll be back. Oops. Finished doodling the circles here, and now I want to add some white. Now, of course, you can just go for the white acrylic paint. Another way is to go with this kind of a correction fluid if you want to. If you've got acrylic markers or gel pens, also an option. So you can do it however you want and what you have. And I'm going to try and just, this is a Uniball Signal white gel pen. I'm going to use that just because it would be faster for me and easier. But as I said, you can use just the white acrylic paint. Like, I think I'm going to do white here, and it's a bigger, larger area. Then I will just take a fine brush, take a little bit of paint, and do this. But once again, up to you. The circles are just more easier when I've got a really fine tip of a marker. But you do what is accessible and what is easier for you. I'm not bothering too much with being precise. I can always do some fixing with the black marker afterwards, so I'm not too concerned about it. Here we go. So once again, I'm gonna continue off camera because it's gonna take some time. All this little detail that I decided to go into, and when I'm finished, I'll be back. Okay, so finished doodling inside the leaves. I was almost going to do more doodling like lines on this side of the leaves, but then I decided that I like it as is. I'm leaving it. I really like this page. So that's it for today. I hope you like it. I hope you'll try and do something similar. So thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments down below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.